السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير. رجعت لكم حلقة جديدة من لعبة قدوم المملكة الجزء الثاني. طبعا اليوم مهمتنا راح تكون مهمة دبلوماسية بإذن الله. راح نتوجه إلى حصن نيبكوف، ولكن قبل لا نبدأ لا تنسى اللايك والاشتراك، ويلا بسم الله نبدأ. الآن راح نكلم اللي هو صاحب الخيول. راح أقول له أنا هنا لمعالجة الحصان.
I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. Only yesterday you were delivering horseshoes and today you have your own horse? I'm amazed. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Farewell.
الآن عرض علي حصان، هو يخيرني بين حصاني وبين الحصان هذا. والله لونه مثل ما انتم شايفين لونه جميل جدا، لكن اللي يهمني البيانات. طبعا حصاني مثل ما انتم شايفين اللي باللون الأخضر، أكيد حصاني أفضل بكثير وحتى سعره أغلى، فخلاص راح استمر على حصاني، ما راح أخذ الحصان هذا. خلونا نشوف هذا برضو حصاني أفضل منهم كلهم، فخلاص راح أقول بستقر على الحصان.
I took a look at herring.
And?
راح أبقى على حصاني.
But I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
خلوا ياخذ
I can keep my
الحصان.
mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
ما أدري أبتز أقول له ادفع زيادة، لكن خلاص راح أقول له اتفاق.
That's not a bad plan. I'm in.
Grand. Here's your coin. I'll take care of the rest. Right, now we can get back to the reason you're here. You know how to ride and control a horse?
أنا أعرف كيف أركب، لا تقلق.
Don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumins on my tail and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
حلو. أعطاني سرج وأعطاني لجام وحذوات الخيول. تمام. خلوني أشوف الحصان عندي. هل السرج اللي عليه أفضل أو اللي أعطاني أفضل؟ شوفوا كل اللي عطاني اللي عندي أفضل، ما عدا السرج اللي عنده أفضل راح يعطي حصاني سرعة أكثر، ولكن كل الأشياء الموجودة هنا اللي أعطاني إياها ما أحتاجها. فخلاص راح نركب الحصان نتوجه للسير هانز.
Don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herbwoman, Bojena, really helped us after that ambush.
ما يدري عن
If it hadn't been for
بوزيانا.
her, we wouldn't have survived.
انتحرت.
You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
You're right. That's only proper.
Therefore, I entrust you with that, on behalf of both of us. Give her our sincerest thanks, along with this. That ought to repay our debt royally.
Your wish is my command, sir.
As soon as we get back from Nabokov. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
والله شكل حصان هانز مرتب.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Berghoff must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots.
هذا المكان اللي كنت راح تعدم فيه.
Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy.
شايفين حتى هو
I could have
تذكر.
croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. And he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hang me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
You're telling you had a beautiful wife and lots of kids. That the House of Perkstein continues in glory. Blossoms.
Only I'm still waiting for my damned inheritance, and I don't have a wife yet. Thank God.
يا جمال المنظر يا شباب. والله الطبيعة ساحرة.
I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What do you say?
بالطبع.
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready. Forward!
Ka! 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 Quick!
والله يا حصاني سريع.
Ka! Ka!
أسرع بكثير من حصان هانز. ماني شايف من الدرع.
Ja! Quick! Ja!
أبشركم يا شباب فزنا على هانز في السباق.
Ja! Ja!
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
I think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
كفو.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. O dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
ماذا عن مهمتنا؟
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Bergov?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
لم تجيب
You
بعد.
didn't answer my question.
I did. You just didn't realize. All right, I'll explain. According to what Hanush told me before we set out, von Bergov is no fool. Quite the opposite. Persuading him won't be easy. We have to show him he has more to gain than to lose with us.
ونسسلاس هو
This
الاختيار
shouldn't be about
المشرف.
trade-offs. Sigismund is a usurper who's harming our land. Wenceslas is the true king, and siding with him is a matter of honor.
I agree, Henry. But as you can see, half the Bohemians' nobles don't. More than half, actually. They either see Sigismund as an opportunity, or they're simply fearful and will side with the one who has the upper hand. They'll be holed up on their estates, waiting for the storm to blow over without them having to lift a finger. We have to show them we have the upper hand. It doesn't matter if they side with us out of fear or honor. They just have to side with us. And von Bergov is just the man we need. As soon as we get his support, the majority will follow. Because some nobles will simply do whatever von Bergov does. They will think he's a genius.
خلاص راح ننتقل انتقال سريع إلى نيبكوف. وصلنا إلى حصن نيبكوف.
What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Laipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Bergov. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
يا
Please
ساتر.
be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramira. Sir Otto von Bergov asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. What doesn't
15
Hurtle do?
حيوان.
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses! My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Bergov didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramira. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramira very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place.
Michael.
It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
كل شيء جيد.
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertl, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So
كفو.
you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Zwerk and pass some time with him.
حلو، خلونا نلعب لعبة النرد.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to
سأحب
hear it.
ذلك.
You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down there one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But
نشوف
now
من
to the
اللي راح
important
يسحق
business.
الثاني
There's a
الآن.
bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories.
حلو، هذا مساعد مايكل. طبعا خلوني
At a loose end, sir?
أسوي حفظ للعبة عشان ما أفقد الشارات حقتي، ممكن أخسر.
Dice will help pass the time.
خلوني
You're a
ألعب
keen
معه.
dice player.
You heard damn right. All that traveling must have worn you right out. Take the weight off your feet then, and we'll shake and roll while you wait for your lord. I play for high stakes and all. I have some lovely badges too, if you're interested.
حلو،
How
خلونا
about trying your
نلعب.
luck at dice?
What game would you like to play?
خلونا نلعب مع شارة. ناخذ شارة الفرسان.
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play.
Oh, come on!
ومثل ما انتم شايفين الآن هزمت شر هزيمة.
My
ولله
God,
الحمد.
why?
بدون ما
Why do I
أعيدها.
even play? And the badge is bloody gone.
تعلم مرة ثانية يا حبيبي. الحمد لله ما اضطريت اني اعيد اللعبة، من اول لعبة قدرت اني افوز عليه. طبعا راح اجلس الان هنا. خلونا ناكل ونضبط امورنا. الان راح اكلم
I
مايكل.
heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
راح اقول له هذا شأن اصحاب السعادة.
That's for their lordships to know. Not me.
Aye. No one tells us commoners anything. Typical lords. But you must have heard something. You know how it goes. You've got ears, ain't you?
قلت انني لا اعرف شيئا.
Aye,
مرحبا
I've got
الغد.
ears, but I don't crouch at keyholes.
All right, I don't mean to offend you. Tell me one thing, though. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Perkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaramir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Perkstein, is somehow significant.
راح اقول مهم جدا.
One of the most significant in the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Well, you're lucky you're with him. Look who I'm serving. And you're his, what, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it, but mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaramir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
حلو، أنا أقبل.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any time and any place.
Then you're the right man in the right place. Get your kit ready and we can get stuck in.
خلوني أشوف وش ممكن أقدر أسأله. لديكم الكثير من الخيول. صحيح.
But Sir Yaramir said he had some luck with horses. That sounds interesting.
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's affairs are a long story, and a dull one at that.
راح أقول له سأكون سعيد لسماع ذلك.
If there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that noblemen's affairs are never dull.
If you insist, well, you're in for a disappointment. There's nothing interesting about it. Sir Yaramir had these relatives, and they died, God rest their souls, and his lordship inherited some land. But they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See? Complicated and dull, but all above board.
والله ما تطمنت صراحة.
That's nobleman's business for you.
Just so.
خلاص دعنا نتقاتل.
Let's do it, Michael.
خلوني أخذ مطرقة حرب.
A warhammer, if you've got one.
We have. It's what I'm gonna take as well. Give me a moment. I'll put my gear on.
The back off! Never let him have it, Michael. That was something. I'll give Michael a something myself sometime.
والله ما أعرف أتبارز صراحة بالمطرقة، ولكني هزمته ولله الحمد. قدرت إني أهزمه.
A good fight. An honourable.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time.
Lord Capon's honour has been defended.
Ha! That it has. Didn't expect you to take me down like that. All honour to you, Henry. Here you go. Something to remember Nabokov by on your journeys with Sir Capon. You won fair and square. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see
أعطاني
Clara.
توتنهام.
She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, I reckon. She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate.
أحتاج إني أغسل. الآن أعتقد المهمات كلها اختياري. أقدر أحقق في عدد الخيول اللي موجودين في نيبكوف. فودي إني أستكشف في القلعة هنا. هذا خياط.
What's this about? I've got work to do.
Hold on. I know you from somewhere, don't I?
Bollocks. You've got me mixed up with someone. I don't know you from Adam.
No, I'm serious. I've seen
هنري
you somewhere
يعرف
before.
الشخص هذا.
Aye. Where was that then?
والله ما أدري أنا من وين شفته، لكن خلوني أسأل عن حفل زفاف سيمين.
Weren't you at the Semin wedding, begging for food?
What the fuck? Me begging? Are you trying to insult me? You think I need to beg?
Maybe I got you mixed up with someone else.
You bloody bet you have. Look, you made a mistake, that's all. We all make mistakes.
I apologise.
It's all right. It can happen to anyone. I don't mind. Take care, friend.
والله ما أدري صراحة. خلوني برضو
I've
أكمل
honestly
على
never
أسئلة.
seen you before. I don't know what your game is, but leave me out of it. Leave me be, will you? I've never seen you before in my life.
تمام أنا آسف.
Excuse me. You better call back that dog.
وش فيه زعلان؟ خلونا نشوف قلعتهم كيف. هنا وش عندكم؟
Hey, sir, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you not to go any further. I'm sure they'll take good care of you up in the fortress.
راح أسأله لماذا لا يمكنني
Why can't I
الذهاب؟
go there if you don't mind me asking?
Because there's work going on there, sir. Repairing the fortifications, cutting wood, sharpening stakes. It's like an anthill there. Nothing worth seeing, if you ask me. You'd get in the lad's way, and God forbid you might have an unfortunate accident. I can't let that happen. I'm sure you understand.
راح أقول له أنا أريد الذهاب أبعد من ذلك.
But I want to take a look there.
Sorry, sir, that's not possible.
حسنا.
I understand.
Thanks for being so understanding, sir.
في شيء ما يبيني أشوفه هنا، ولكن على مين تلعبها؟ أنا هنري يا حبيبي. شايفين الكلب؟ أعتقد أن الكلب عنده شيء. دائما أعزكم الله الكلب ينبح إذا شاف شيء مثلا غير مألوف، وهذا زعلان من الكلب. في مهمة اختيارية لازم اكتشف المزيد عن الخيول اللي موجودة هنا في القلعة، وليه عددها كبير بهالشكل. صراحة سألت.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
سألت صراحة ولكن ما أعطوني إجابة واضحة. خلونا نشوف عدد الخيول اللي هنا. والله ما هو ذاك العدد الكبير توقعت. لا والله في عدد صراحة، شايفين هنا؟ والله في عدد كبير. شوفوا الخيول برضو هنا. في أكيد سر هنا ما نعرفه. خلوني أسأل هذا. لديك الكثير من الخيول هنا.
Aye, right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost a fortune.
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips about it.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your riding skills, eh?
سأسابقك إذا أخبرتني كل شيء بعد ذلك. خلوني أشوف ممكن أتسابق معه.
you, provided you tell me the truth about the horses afterwards.
All right, it's a deal. The race is from here to Nabokov Mill. That's down the path there and to the right after the little bridge. At the mill, there's this granary in front of the dike, and behind that, a willow tree. You go between the granary and the willow, and then back to the fortress. First one back here wins. You'll be taking on Hurtle. He's our best horseman, so you'll have your work cut out. None of us can beat him, but if you manage to, fuck it. I'll give you one of our finest saddles.
حلو، راح أتراهن معه على سرج.
Let's do it.
راح يعطيني أفضل سرج عندهم.
You can get cracking.
حلو، لكن لحظة خلوني أشيل الدرع عشان أشوف من ورا.
Quick! Go! 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 Quick! Go! Quick! Go!
والله سريع.
Whoa!
للأسف خسرت، لكن والله يا هو حصانه سريع سريع جدا.
Well, you gave it a go, but Hurtle's just too good. Don't take it to heart, but I reckon you could beat him. If you want another try, just say the word. Getting away from his guard duty for a race will make Hurtle's day.
حلو، راح أقول له أريد سباق آخر.
That hurtler really is good. I want to race him again.
You don't give up easy, I see.
Never.
Great. I'll call Hurtle and you can get cracking.
هزمت شر هزيمة. شايفين إلى الآن ما وصل الخصم، وصلت قبله. الحمد لله على السلامة. الحمد لله فزت في السباق.
Good ride. Great race. Is Hurtler really your best horseman?
He certainly is. But you're a different class altogether, I see. You beat Hurtle, so, like I promised, the saddle is
حلو،
yours.
أعطاني السرج.
The pleasure is all mine.
If you're so delighted, race
يا
again.
سلام، شايفين السرج شكله على اليسار تحت. الآن راح أسأله عن
I
الخيول.
want to hear about the horses. The race was nice, but now I'm all the more interested in where Lord Nebak got such fine horses from.
Well, if you won't take no for an answer, well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but that's by the by now.
ما هو هذا اللي قال لي إياه مايكل قال لي قصة مختلفة عن القصة اللي قالها هذا، لكن خلوني أسأله وين مكانهم.
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nabokov Pond.
أيوة.
They were just watering their horses when we charged them.
But Michael said it was between Lower Semin and Rock Tower Pond.
Really? I suppose Michael's right. It's easy to lose your bearings here. Nothing but cliffs and ponds. It makes your head spin.
But you're local. You must know these parts like the back of your hand.
I was shit-faced, all right? Let's leave it at that.
أرى ذلك يعني.
I see. Take good care of those horses then.
I will. And if you don't have a sore ass from the saddle, we can have another round. Getting away from his guard duty and having a race would make Hurtle's day.
ما ودي أتسابق مرة ثانية، لأني والله بصراحة فزت عليه شوي بعد معاناة، لكن الأمانة الخيل بطل. خلوني أشوف السرج اللي أعطاني إياه الجديد، وهذا السرج مثل ما أنتم شايفين سعره 2070 قروشن. صراحة مبلغ جدا كبير مقارنة بالسروج اللي عندي. شايفين السروج اللي عندي أعلى واحد عندي اللي هو 800، لكن هذا سعره 2070. والله صراحة مرة بطل. خلوني أركب الآن على الخيل ونشوف شكله. يا سلام، ما شاء الله تبارك الله، شكله حتى السرج جدا جميل. صراحة هذا بعد ما منعني من الدخول هنا أثار الفضول عندي، فراح ألبس لبس التخفي. شايفين هنا في فتحة من هنا، فراح أطلع من هنا واروح أتجسس على القلعة من الخلف. لكن تدرون ودي أسويها وخلي الكلب يساعدني. تعال يا مات. راح أخليه هنا عزكم الله ينبح.
Sit and bark.
Go sniff somewhere else.
شايفين الكلب بدأ ينبح عزكم الله، فراح أخليه يشغل الحراس.
Somebody ought to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
في حارس هنا. وصلت للمكان اللي خلف القلعة. خايف صراحة أحد ينتبه لي، فخلوني أسوي حفظ للعبة. لكن هذا صراحة راح يورطني، راح أقول له ابقى في مكانك.
Sit. Stay.
What was that?
حلو، أبعدنا الحارس. هذا درع أمراء لعبة. هذا الدرع مثل اللي كان عند هانز.
Black tree branches on a gold field. That's the shield of the lords of Lipa. What on earth is that doing here?
خلوني أفتح الغرفة هذه. خلوني أطفي الشعلة.
Military equipment. That must have cost a fortune. There's enough here for a small army.
شايفين هنا دروع.
What is this strange contraption? What's it for?
شايفين هنا في معدات وأسلحة، لكني ما أقدر أفتح القفل هذا. شايفين هنا أعتقد هذا مثل المسدس حق البارود. هذا كم سعره؟ مرة رخيص. عطني الخوذة، عطني هذا. في كروسبو. والله في معدات كثير صراحة. وبسم الله نفتح الباب. حلو، طلعت. وهنا في جنود يراقبون، فراح انزل من هنا.
A lot of time's passed. Sir Hans's meeting is most likely over. I should wait for him at the stables.
ودي برضو اتكلم مع كلارا. فراح ارجع للقلعة. يا رب انه يكون هانز ما انتهى من الاجتماع. ممكن تعطينا معلومات كلارا اكثر. فراح اسحب على هانز واخليه ينتظر. فراح اتوجه لكلارا. هذه كلارا.
Well, I never. The great warrior himself has come to visit. I can't remember the last time anyone beat Michael. You didn't hold back.
Aye, but nor did he. That's why I'm here, actually. He knocked me about a bit. I was wondering if you'd take a look at my wounds, if you've got a moment.
That's what I'm here for. Show me so I know if I need to apply ointment, stitches, or the saw.
It surely won't be all that bad.
Don't worry, Sir Knight. You'll live here in one piece.
حلو، الآن تعتني
Well,
فيني كلارا.
I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer. We're on a mission from Lord Bombergov.
Oh, I'm Clara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
راح أقول لها فارس في خدمتك.
My sword is at your service, miss.
Blimey! No one's ever said anything like that to me before. But it's not your sword I need so much as your legs.
My legs?
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far, but I'll be grateful for an escort
حلو، تبغاني
and
أطلع معها
protector.
نجمع
And if you
الأعشاب.
tell me about your chivalrous deeds, it'll shorten the time.
سأكون سعيد لاكتشاف القلعة.
I'll be happy to. At least I'll get to explore the Nabokov surroundings.
The countryside's pretty round here, but it won't be a long walk. I'll just pick some herbs in the glade. Shall we go?
Fuck me.
Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles.
I'm sorry,
Actually,
but your
that's
lord
why
is
I'm
ready
so
to
pleased
leave
you're
and he looks
here.
pretty
A bit of
impatient.
excitement at last.
Shouldn't you join him?
Tell me more about knights.
It seems
Or
like
better
your
still,
fun's
about
over.
yourself.
Your lord's
Where have you been? What have you seen?
And now that you mention castles, I conquered one once. The enemy took it by a ruse, and we couldn't let that go unanswered. We answered ruse with ruse. On a dark night, we scaled the ramparts to open the gate from inside.
That sounds clever.
Aye, but they discovered us, and we had to withdraw under fire.
يقول
A
لها
good thing
القصة
too.
اللي صارت
At
في
least
الجزء
you live to
الأول.
tell the tale. Tell me more, please.
All right then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. A battle broke out. I fought my way to the loft of a run-down church. There, I found their leader and killed him in a duel.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.
خلوني أتكلم مع كلارا.
This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
حلو. سأكون سعيد بالمساعدة.
Sure. I'll be glad to help. What do you need?
I need marigold, a lot of it ideally. Then poppy and some sage. It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
All right. I'll be right back.
Thank you. I'll wait here.
حلو، جمعنا الأعشاب حق كلارا.
I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will, don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
قالت لي راح أوريك سر، ما أدري وش هو السر. بدي أسألها هناك شيء مريب حول القلعة ولكن خلوها
Now tell me
بعدين.
what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
والله صراحة ما فهمت، ولكن راح أقول أعتقد أن اسمها كلارا.
The only petal I see here is called Clara.
The right answer. And now for your reward.
والله ما ودي أقول لكم عن السر اللي بيني وبين كلارا، خلوها مستورة أفضل لي ولكم. المهم أني سحبت على السير هانز. طيب الآن وش المهمة اللي عندي؟ لا زال عندي اللي هو اكتشاف القلعة. أعتقد هذا السير هانز، تأخرت عليه ولكن
Where the fuck have you been? You seem to be forgetting your job is to protect me and be at my beck and call.
راح أقول له
I
سامحني.
apologize, Sir Hans.
Apology accepted. But I've heard those words a bit too often recently. Stop messing up, Henry. Escort me to Trotsky then.
اسمع من يتكلم.
Sure. Let's go.
اسمع من ينصح. سير هانز. وصلنا إلى قلعة تروسكي.
This place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. What you told me on the way about Nabokov was interesting. And definitely fishy. Good work. We should report it to Lord von Berghoff.
خلاص راح أقول له دعنا نذهب لرؤية فان بيرغوف.
Of course. Let's see him at once.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
First of all, Sir Jaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. And he says he will pray for your good health. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen. Nevertheless, while I was negotiating with him, Henry took a look around the fortress and
حلو قال
became
عن
somewhat
الأشياء
suspicious.
المريبة اللي في
Very
الغابة.
suspicious, sir.
I'm listening.
عفوا قال عن الأشياء المريبة في القلعة. راح أقول إنهم يخزنون الكثير من الحديد الغريب.
They have stocks of strange iron devices, like nothing I've ever seen, and they guard them very closely.
Strange iron devices. Can you be a little clearer?
It looked like, well, sort of bells on the end of wooden sticks.
يتكلم عن السلاح.
I know that
البارود.
doesn't sound too convincing, but Henry isn't making it up.
Believe me, sir, I grew up in a smithy, and I've never seen anything like it.
صحيح.
All right then.
شيء
Is
مثير
that
يعني.
all?
طيب وراح أقول إن كان لديهم الكثير من الخيول.
There are lots of horses stabled outside Nebekov. Suspiciously many. More almost than at the Samin stud, I'd say.
That's true. I noticed that as well. So Jaromir has a regular army of horses there.
And they can't explain where they got the horses from. Everyone had a different story.
كل واحد منهم
And when I asked
يخترع
about it,
قصة
they got all
عن
flustered.
Even about
عن
himself,
الخيول.
actually. He got quite twitchy when I asked about it.
Well, Henry, you have convinced me. It seems something serious is going on at Nibakov. And we will have to get to the bottom of it. Which we might be able to do surprisingly soon, with a bit of luck. Because we haven't been idle either. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck.
حلو. قبضوا على واحد من
He's
اللي
under lock and
هاجم
key down in the dungeons.
هاجم اللي هو فان بيرغو.
Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner.
أفا
And it
عليك.
seems we don't have one here.
أنا
So they
موجود.
just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn.
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. Make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your debt. And if someone in the region is helping them, I want to know who.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I have a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him regret the day he took up arms against us.
راح أقول سنخرج منه بالطريقة الصعبة.
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard.
تمام. الآن كسبنا
As a
ثقة
warning to the
السير
others.
فان بيرغو.
Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
قصدنا
That's
مسجون
true.
يعني.
And you, Henry?
ودي أقول له عن الطحان. طبعا هذا سويت المهمة خلف الكواليس. ودي برضو أقول إن ابن سيمين غادر حفل زفافه. هذا برضو شيء مهم.
A strange thing happened. Young Semin rushed off from his own wedding as soon as the ceremony was over. He left his bride there. On
صحيح.
their wedding night.
هو السبب
The
اللي
poor girl was
خلانا ندخل
Interesting.
السجن.
That was around the time your company was attacked, was it not?
You are right. That is truly strange.
بدت الآن تتضح
Young
الأمور.
Olda. I don't like where this is going. But we have to uncover the truth. I hope the answers are waiting for us below. In the dungeon. Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training, as my esteemed guest, he will be at your service. You will most likely find him at the sword-fighting arena in the outer fortifications. For you, Henry, he will have a gift from my personal armory as a token of my gratitude for
راح
your
يعطيني
services.
هدية.
Thank you, sir.
طيب راح أقول له هانز عن الدرع حق أمراء ليبة.
Let's go a little farther so he doesn't hear us.
يقول لا يسمعنا. خلني أقفل الباب. راح أقول له عندي درعك.
I found your shield at Nebekov. A shield with your emblem, I mean.
Aye. You talked about it on the way from Nabokov. Damn strange and no mistake. As far as that shield is concerned, you can keep it. Everyone should know you're my escort.
ودي أخذه صراحة لكن راح أقول له أخذها أنت.
I think it would be better if you had it. As the Lord of Leiper and Perkstein, you should display your own crest.
I suppose you're right. You're not only brave, you're wise as well. I couldn't hope for a better retainer.
حلو راح أقول له بشأن
What
التعذيب.
do you think about it?
Are you talking about the torturing?
What else? Seems to me you were all too willing to do that dirty work.
What was I supposed to do? It was a goodwill gesture. What's more, we finally have a chance to put the screws on someone who at least has some answers. Besides, from what you said, you don't particularly mind dirty work.
علينا أن نفعل ذلك.
You're right. In short, it's our task.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm also hoping we'll manage it without nasty shit.
I don't even know how to torture properly.
I don't even know how to torture badly. For things like that, nobles have minions.
Only now the minions are...
Us. True. Come on. Let's get it over with as quickly as we can. Torturing people. What have I gotten myself into?
وصلنا للقبو.
Oh God.
خلوني أكلم
Grab
هانز.
the door handle and let's go.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you? If you're not guards.
راح أقول له سألنا أولا ولا خلوني أعرفه بنفسي.
My name is Henry, and this is Hans Capon.
Sir Hans Capon to you.
We're here at the behest of Lord von Bergov, but we're not his soldiers.
Vermin just the same.
خلونا
No
دعنا
one.
نحاول بالطريقة
Let's try it
السهلة.
the easy way. If you tell us what we want to know, nothing will happen to you.
Fuck off, bastard!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongs and shove them up your arse, you whoreson traitor!
تمام. خلوني أصفعه.
Is that all you've got?
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything.
راح أحاول
Do as you
أقنعه
will.
بالكلام قبل لا أضربه. راح أقول أين تختبئ فرقتك؟
Where's that band of yours hiding?
ودي أستخدم معه. لا أريد أن أؤذيك.
Look, I don't want to hurt you, but you must understand we can't go back to von Bergov empty-handed. If you tell me where your camp is, maybe...
Surely you can't expect to make a deal with a lout like this. Do you know what he's done?
What he might have done?
Fine, Stickler, what he might have done. But we've got some questions for him too, not only von Bergov.
So far, you're doing a great job.
You shut your trap when your betters are speaking. Come on, Henry. Put some pressure on him.
أنت تتصرف كبطل عبثا.
I'll ask again. Where's your camp? You think you're real important, eh? A tough nut. A hero. Only you're just a poor wretch living a shitty, wasted life among outlaws. No one respects you, and no one likes you. Not even your bandit cronies. Even if you somehow slipped away back to your lair, wherever it is, do you think they'll thank you? No fucking way.
Nabokov. It's Nabokov.
I knew something wasn't quite right.
Fuck! We were right in the lion's mouth. How did you manage that?
Old Nabok is a gullible fool, like you two. And stupid as he is, he didn't have many men in the fortress. We took it with one finger up our noses.
Just who are you people? I doubt you're just
يعني الشخص اللي رحنا له في نيبكوف
We actually give a shit about the fate
ما هو اللورد حق القلعة.
And above all, we don't want it fucked up by sellouts like you.
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble. I know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
تمام خلوني أسأل من هو زعيمك.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
لا تكن بطلا بالنسبة له. أو راح أقول له أخبرني الآن من هو.
Your leader. Tell me who he is right now. If you don't tell us his name right now, we're gonna fuck you up, and believe me, we can. Remember that time we found out who was leading those bandits near Neuhof?
Yeah. That was horrible. I thought you'd gone raving mad.
يكذبون
So
عليه.
much blood.
But he talked eventually, right? Even if there wasn't much left of him.
Hey, hold on, fellas. I don't know him very well.
خاف.
They call him Jan.
يسمونه
Is that
يناير.
it?
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with him long. But he seems like a straight-up bloke. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to go against him.
خلوني أسأل برضو عن ستيفان ولا لا خلوني أكمل. راح أسأله لماذا هاجمتمونا.
Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you somewhere before, and I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters, my innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Bergov's side deserve to die.
طيب ودي أقول لسنا في صف فان بيرغوف. خلوني أقول لسنا في
But
صف.
we're not on von Bergov's side. We came to him to negotiate an end to this senseless war. Only your damn band of outlaws put a stop to that.
Ha! A likely story.
There's no point in explaining anything to this numbskull. A firm hand is all he understands.
خلوني أصفعه.
They were our friends.
You filth!
What? Satisfied now?
خلوني
I'll show
أعذبه.
you.
You murdered my people, so enjoy this, you sack of shit!
Ah!
You're not worth the effort. Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Bergov.
طيب خلوني أشوف سؤال مختلف.
Again, who's helping you in the region?
Your...
I know. This is getting tiresome.
خلني
You must
أقول
tell
أخبرني.
me. After all, he's the one responsible for your suffering. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be rotting here.
That's a load of bollocks!
Oh, is it? If he really wanted to help you, von Bergov wouldn't come out of it alive. I want that bastard's name, now!
Kurva!
The name, say the name!
Olda!
أولدا
Semin!
The groom!
ابن اللورد
That's
سيمين.
why he left his own wedding.
Jesus Christ! And what about the others? Once von Berghoff finds out...
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing!
Gnarly. Agnes. Good lord.
If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands!
حلو، قال إن كل الناس الموجودين في قلعة سيمين
You'll
بريئين
meet justice out fairly.
ما عدا أولدا.
My arse!
كان ودي إني سألته عن ستيفان توث.
I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Berghoff has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Berghoff too. I pray someone will send you there. Soon.
يا رجال فكنا بس.
How do you feel?
Well, I can't say I feel too good about it. But in the end, it wasn't all that horrible. I mean, you had to squeeze him a bit. But I'm glad it didn't go too far.
حلو، يقول أنا أحمد الله إنه ما مات.
Nibakov, and some fella called Jan is in charge. But what he came out with in the end about that Seimin being an ally, I just can't understand it. Why, for God's sake, has Seimin turned against von Berghoff? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it? Old Semin? Gnarly?
وقال إنهم بريئين.
But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
فعلا فوضى. خلونا نسلم سيمين. والله ما أدري، موضوع صعب جدا. أنا أعتقد أن سيمين بريء، ولكن ابنه هو اللي سبب الفوضى هذه. راح أقول دعنا نسلم سيمين.
Now, there's nothing to be done. We must tell von Berghoff what's really going on with Semin.
Don't think he'll be very pleased. Either way, we should go and see him as soon as possible and not drag things out. He's surely already waiting for us impatiently.
حلو، الآن راح نتوجه
You'll get yours one fucking day.
ودي برضو استجوبه، ولكن انتهى التعذيب. في شيء ثاني هنا. خلاص خلوني اتبع هانز. حلو، اعطاني هدايا. شايفين؟ يا سلام. كلم اللورد فان بيرغو.
News from the torture chamber.
We will not talk about that here. Come to the hall, so Burgrave Hashek can hear it too.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
أول شيء راح أقول الشاب سيمين متحالف، أو خلوني أعلم عن اللصوص.
The bandits have a camp in Nibkov. Somehow they succeeded in occupying the whole fortress.
What? How? Why? You met with Nemak yourself, Lord Capon. Did you not?
As it turns out, they locked Sir Yaramir
يعني الشخص اللي قابلناه في القلعة كان منتحل شخصية اللي هو اللورد. واحنا ما نعرفه
At
أصلا.
least we have found this out now. They'll soon learn what a mistake they've made.
حلو، راح أقول له برضو إن الشاب سيمين متحالف مع قطاع الطرق.
We got confirmation of what I already told you, sir. Older Semin is in league with those bandits. And he left his wedding so he could ambush you.
That madman. I will make him pay for that. And what of his father? And the people in the fortress? Have they been covering
يسأل
for him
إذا
all
كانوا
this time?
يعرفون اللي هو لا أعتقد
I don't
ذلك.
think so. His disappearance from the wedding wouldn't have caused such a fuss in that case. Old Semin was quite jarred by it.
هو يسأل إذا كان والده يعرف أنه متمرد، ولكن هو ما يعرف.
Very well then.
That's all we found out.
I must say, you got quite a lot out of him. Certainly more than your men managed, Hashek.
But sir, they...
In any event, the die has been cast. Hashek, get your men ready. You will go to Semin and deal with
يا
that
ساتر،
traitor.
راح يجهز جيش.
Nebakov will be
راح
next
نتجه
in
إلى
line.
سيمين.
Lord Capon, Henry. We'll meet in the late afternoon by the stables in the upper courtyard. We won't wait for laggards, so be there on time.
الآن راح يجهز جيش وراح نتجه إلى قلعة سيمين، ولكن أتمنى أن الشايب اللي هو اللورد سيمين ما يصير له أي شيء، لأنه صراحة رجل طيب حتى وإن كان بخيل، ولكنه جدا طيب. يعني كان لي مواقف معه كثير صراحة، فأتمنى أنه ما يصيبه شيء. الآن الكل راح يستعد للمعركة، ولكن أعتقد أن الآن فرصة أختم الحلقة إلى هذا الحد. بإذن الله في الحلقة القادمة راح نتجه لسيمين، وبرضو نشوف وش راح يصير في قلعة سيمين في الحلقة القادمة بإذن الله. لا تنسون اللايك والاشتراك. نشوفكم إن شاء الله في الحلقة القادمة. كونوا بخير، في أمان الله.